Good morning. Thank you for watching. Another beautiful Lord's Day. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. A little bit cool. Had to go get my coat. So we got a lot of folks today that I want to mention that we need to pray for. Pam's cousin's wife, she's having some health issues. We need to pray for her. Emily Bolden Smith, she's had some more surgery, but she's back at home. She continues to struggle with her health too. A lady from Woodbury, Rachel, she's had COVID, was in pretty bad shape, but I think she's going to be okay. She's back at home now. Continue to pray for her. My cousin Jackie, she's had some health issues. We need to pray for her and her family, and also my brother, he's had some back issues. I think he's been out of work for a while. Need to pray for him. We also need to pray for the Jerry Henniger family. He passed away last weekend, last Sunday, I believe. Jerry, he was a good fella. He was a good guy, and I went and saw him. This COVID has kind of messed us all up, but it's been, we were trying to bale some hay over at my son's place, and my neighbor was baling the hay, and his baler broke a chain link, and I knew Mr. Henniger had John Deere baler, and I figured he had the link that we were needing, and I went over, and I knew Mr. Henniger wasn't feeling good, but he got out there in his hot shop, and we was walking around out there and found the link it was needing, and Mr. Henniger was just good about helping folks like that. I also stopped a couple of days sometime after that, and he had his father-in-law's old Farmall tractor sitting out there, and he had it restored. Oh, he was proud of that. And Mr. Henniger, he was a good fellow. We're gonna miss him. Today's lesson is gonna be titled "A Beautiful Life," and this comes from a song that we sing at church, and it's a wonderful song. I love it, and it explains the things that happen to us in this life and what we need to do. It's just a great song. I don't know who wrote it, but if you don't know it, look it up and listen to it, man. If you remember back in the day, they had a Hee Haw gospel group. They would sing this every once in a while. Man, it was beautiful. They could really do a good job on that. And I'm going to go through the verses here with you, and then I'll come back and we'll make some comments on it. You know, a gospel song, as a fellow once told us, that a gospel song, just about any one of them, that you could make a sermon on, and that's true. You can pick you out a song, and you know, all of the things that it says in there, you could make a sermon out of them. And it says, each day I'll do a golden deed by helping those who are in need. My life on earth is but a span, and so I'll do the best I can. To be a child of God each day, my light must shine along the way. I'll sing his praise while ages roll, and strive to help some troubled soul. The only life that will endure is one that's kind, good, and pure. And so for God, I'll take my stand. Each day I'll lend a helping hand. I'll help someone in time of need and journey on with rapid speed. I'll help the sick, the poor, and weak, and words of kindness to them to speak. While going down life's weary road, I'll try to lift some traveler's load. I'll try to turn the night to day, make flowers bloom along the way. Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days and I must go to meet the deeds that I have done, where there will be no setting sun. That's a beautiful song. If you don't know it, like I said, try to look that up and listen to that. And everything in here is what something that we need to do. The first verse there, it said, each day I'll do a golden deed. Man, that's what we're here on this earth for, to help somebody out and try to do the best we can. Try to do something for somebody and try to take care of somebody. It says by helping those who are in need. Man, there's a lot of folks is in need, especially right along in now. You know, this past year it's put a lot of folks in a bad spot. And it says, so I'll do the best I can. You know, sometimes we can't always do the things that we think we need to. Sometimes it's just impossible to get it done. You know, sometimes the circumstances just don't work out. But try to do the best you can, and that's all that we can do. And it says in the second paragraph there, to be a child of God each day, my light must shine along the way. You know, that's what we're supposed to be, good examples to folks in this world. We're supposed to do good, and folks will see that. They will take notice that you're not like everybody else, you know. And we got to let our light shine. It says, my light must shine along the way. We got to let our light shine. We got to do the good things that He wants us to do and let our light shine. I'll sing His praise while ages roll. You know, I take that as meaning that we need to tell other folks about Jesus. And we need to sing His praise. We need to tell the good things about Jesus and the hope of eternal life that He gave us, and the sacrifice that He made for us on the cross. And it says, I'll strive to help some troubled soul. You know, take that as meaning some troubled soul. That means somebody that's having trouble, you know, with their soul, and that means being right with God. You know, being a Christian, sometimes we get our trouble. We have trouble with our soul. We have trouble, you know, not doing the right things and maybe getting messed up. And sometimes we need help getting them back on the right track. Try to find some, you know, if somebody is having that trouble, maybe sit down and talk with them a little bit and give them some good advice and help them with their soul. The only life that will endure is one that's kind and good and pure. And that's, you know, our Christian life, that's the only way that we can survive, is being a Christian and doing the things that we need to do. That if we're a Christian, this life will end, but our other life is just beginning. And that is one thing I wanted to say something about here. You know, I heard a fella this week was talking about eternity, and it says that this life is the only life that will endure is one that's kind and good and pure. You know, that's our eternal life. And I heard a guy explaining that, you know, sometimes we have a hard time realizing how long eternity is. Eternity. And he kind of explained it like this. Mount Everest, and there's a bird that flies to the top of Mount Everest once every million years, one time in a million years, and sharpens his beak on that mountain, Mount Everest. And in the next million years, another bird comes back, sharpens his beak on Mount Everest, and in another 1,000,000 years, the same thing happened, okay? When Mount Everest is wore down to a flat spot because that bird sharpened his beak on there, every 1,000,000 years, that's when eternity is just beginning. And that's, man, that's something to think about. And you know what? The eternity part is a big factor in our lives. We're here on this earth for a very short time. It's like a vapor, okay? It's like steam. You see it for a second and then it's gone. Eternity, okay? You're either going to be with God for an eternity, which is hopefully where you want to be, or you're going to be separated from God and you're going to be in hell without hope, and you're going to be away from God. And man, that's for eternity. You know the story in the Bible that Jesus was relating about Lazarus and the rich man. You know, that was back in Jesus' time. He was telling that story. But you know what? Lazarus is still in paradise, and the rich man is still in torment, even to this day. And it will be like that for eternity. So eternity is something that's hard for a human mind to comprehend because it's just so long, and we're here. Our time frame is just so short. So it says, I'll help someone in time of need and journey on with rapid speed. I'll help the sick, the poor, and the weak, and words of kindness to them to speak. You know, like I said, we need to help those who need help, and help those that we can, and maybe we get a chance to help someone. Maybe it's just somebody that we can speak words of kindness to them. You know, maybe telling somebody good morning, I hope you have a good day, and you know, just helping, just saying something like that to someone. That might make a difference in their day. You know, they might think about that. So, you know, that was a good thing. While going down life's weary road, I'll try to lift some traveler's load. I'll try to turn the night to day, make flowers bloom along the way. You know, that's trying to help somebody or going down life's road. You know, it's not always easy. Sometimes our life can be hard, but we got to keep on going down life's road, you know, doing the best we can, and try to make some flowers bloom, try to make somebody's day happy. Life's evening sun is sinking low. A few more days and I must go to meet the deeds that I have done, where there will be no setting sun. You know, our life is, like I said, life is short. We've only got a short time to do the things that we need to do, and then and it says to meet the deeds that I've done. You know, when we stand in front of Jesus, do we want to have a good report with him? Do we want to say that we've done good things, or do we want to tell him that we didn't do what he wanted us to? You know, do we want to hear those words, enter in, good and faithful servant, or do we hear those words, depart from me, I never knew you? So that's my lesson for today. Please keep all of those folks in mind that I mentioned today, and pray for them and their families, and try to pray for them so they'll get better. Keep in mind those that have not obeyed the gospel. Be an encouragement to them so they will know what a beautiful life is all about. Pray for our country, pray for our leaders, pray for our first responders and our military men and women. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. God bless.